Let's have a look back at the highlights. Fem van Empel just didn't quite have the first lap that she wanted, and it was the second lap where she made the difference. And she is coming into these races with such a lot of pressure on her young shoulders.
Yeah, I mean, Alvarado was able to hold as long as possible, but it just wasn't long enough on such a tough course. And Fem already had a solid gap by the end of the second lap. And although the riders were trying, they just didn't have the same power that she has in the fields. And Alvarado was able to run a really smooth race, really nice lines, and still wasn't quite there at the front.
And the rise of Fem in these races and throughout the races has been meteoric. And we saw Ceylin Carmen Alvarado in this position, Inge van der Heide, Sara Casasola. This is like one of the career performances, if not a career-defining moment for Sara Casasola today.
Yeah, she was super strong out the saddle, out of corners. She was, even in these muddy conditions, she was really riding really well. And she was never quite able to get close enough to Alvarado, but Fem won by 1 minute and 35 seconds in the end. It was a really dominant performance. But in terms of mentally being at your best in order to win these races, even when you are the very, very best rider in the world, it doesn't necessarily mean that you always believe it. And when you're racing with other people, it's almost easier to race with two riders that are capable of beating you, because the pressure's divided equally amongst three. Whereas you see in interviews, they're always asking her, is it boring? Is it boring for you to win all the time? You're so strong, you're going to win. And